Precisely.
Exactly.
So the reason I'm not hungry on like Sundays is because I go to my mom's to eat lunch.
What time do you normally go? 11?
I go at like I leave here at like 10:40 and I get there at 11.
It's a good time to eat.
And I do my laundry there. Like I just knock out some chores while I'm there.
What about? Do you eat breakfast before that?
No, it's I don't like to eat heavy on the weekends because I'm not lifting. So it's like I don't feel like I'm gaining muscle by stuffing my face on the weekend when I'm not exercising. Like what's my body building?
Craving?
What's it building?
Yeah.
Nothing. It's
Nothing.
Like, I'll just wait till Monday to start eating again, you know?
Okay.
But I mean, I have like pancakes at our house. Lad makes bread. And it's the best bread you've ever had in your fucking life.
Like sourdough?
So yeah, sourdough. And like he, has like super old yeast and it's like got its own fucking lineage and shit. I mean, it's insane. It's like, it's nuts, dude. Mm-hmm. And so my mom, it'll either be like that with butter or my mom will make it into like cinnamon toast or something. I mean, it's like, and then there's hash browns and sausage and eggs. I mean, it's a whole thing. So I mean, I'm super full on Sundays. I don't even feel hungry till I'm like at 6 p.m. But I naturally don't like to eat, right? So
right. Yeah, your mom can cook though.
I just don't like. Oh my god, dude.
She can cook.
It's just nuts how many like. What makes you come up with that shit, dude? Like if we were stranded on an island, she'd be like, oh, let's get this tree bark, and it's like, what the? How did this taste good?
She's gonna fry it.
It's just crazy. It's like, hey, you want some sand pancakes, and they'd taste good.
Sand cakes.
Yeah, sand cakes. That's what they eat in Haiti, so it's got to be decent.
It's got to be good.
I mean, that's
that or a plantain.
That's a fucking
platano. So in other news, I've been trying to get a house, and that's a whole thing. Trying to buy a house.
Yeah, what areas were you looking at?
So let's see. Yesterday, Betty and I, and O'Bannon, and my mom, jumped into the GTI whip and drove to Northeast Mesa.
Okay. How far away is that from here?
Probably
like 10, 15?
Like 15. No, like 15. So it's like 15 minutes on the freeway on the 202 up north.
Okay.
But everything up there is basically 2-story houses. Don't know if I want a 2-story house yet.
Wait, why not?
Just because
the cost of like keeping it air conditioned and stuff, or what?
Yeah.
But at least you'll have a place for the hot air to escape, which is the second floor.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And then we've also been looking at like Southeast Mesa because the schools are pretty good there. They're like
so priority is school, right?
Yeah. So like an 8 out of 10, which would be I don't know how to rank that against something else, but 8 out of 10 is pretty good for school systems here.
I mean, yeah, that's above average.
Yeah. So like, for example, the high school I went to in Tucson is a 6. So
and you're educated. You're edumacated.
Mm-hmm. That's
dude, I don't know. I mean, like the states rank so low on public education. Mm-hmm. But we're dope as fuck, dude.
This is true.
Like, how is that such a? I mean, I don't know about anyone, I don't know about these new generations, They got these now, boy, got now. But I mean, dude, I feel like we're dope, man.
We are,
and I feel like we're pretty edumacated.
We're craft. I feel like even if we don't rank as high, a lot of us have like an entrepreneurial spirit or something. Like, so we figure a way
maybe
out.
A little bit of like American dream thing in us.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, but it's so much. It also has a lot to do with like maybe our culture doesn't push kids to want to learn so much. So maybe we're just like, the schools are, maybe the material in the school is because like people don't really want to, they don't want all that knowledge. I don't know. I mean, in like Asian countries like Japan, it's like they're shoving info down those kids' throats. Yeah. They're taking placement exams in like middle school and elementary school so they can get into a prestigious middle or high school. It's like, it's nuts over there.
It is.
That like Asian honor system and, their culture is very keen on that kind of stuff.
We're like just enough to get what we need. We're like Idiocracy kind of.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I mean, like we do. I guess we do invest in a lot of foreign intellect, right? Like but that's good, dude. That's how our country develops more, right? Like, I mean, if you bring a bunch of, brains in from other countries and, give them a home here to like live and prosper, and they start developing things here, it just contributes to our country more. Yeah. And we're getting more diverse at the same time. More culture, more ideas, more inventions, more. So, I feel like that's one of the, we're a huge country, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We are.
What? Switzerland's like, 7 million, 8 million population? Mm-hmm. That's insane, dude. That's like Phoenix metropolitan.
Pretty much.
And that brings us into That brings us into a another whole thing. I was going to say a other null. But it's another hole. But my brain just moves too fast. So, but that's like, I mean, when people talk about the touchy subjects like gun control, all these things, they use these sample sizes that are so small. It's like, I mean, it has to be, whatever your stance is, it has to be easier to police 6 million people than to police 330 plus million people in how much of geographical area? I mean, dude. I
don't know the size of it. Yeah. But we're way.
I mean, it's insane. And on top of being big, dude, we've got places that aren't even connected to the country, like Alaska and Hawaii. And we've got territories, Guam, Puerto Rico. Not territories, what is it called? Is it territories?
Yeah, it's territory. Yeah, because they use the U.S. dollar. Yeah. So it's still...
Virgin Islands, or is that UK?
That's UK.
Okay, I thought we had some sort of thing
British
with that.
Virgin Islands.
Okay, British Virgin Islands. I thought we had some sort of thing there. Maybe we like split something, or I don't know. I could be wrong though. This is NA education, so. But it's so easy to make Switzerland did it. It's like, well, I mean, it's really easy to keep track of all those people compared to 330 plus mil. And plus, we got people living in like the Kentucky hills, bro. That you got people that we don't even know exist in this country, like just hiding out in the bushes, drinking Mountain Dew
and moonshine.
Yeah,
moonshine dew.
Moonshine.
That sounds so. Man, I tell you what, man, you go down there, you go right around the back, right there, man. Get that moonshine. Tell you what, man. Oh dang!
It's like drinking Listerine.
You know, it's 110 degrees out here right now. In fact, it's so hot, man. Let me tell you something.
Oh, it is 110.
I tell you what, man. It's so hot. I seen a coon dog, hound dog, whatever the hell it's called, chasing a rabbit, and they was both walking, man. It's so
Are you serious?
Hot. It's so hot.
Or is that a joke?
That's a joke.
Okay.
That's a redneck joke.
Dude, so it says excessive heat warning, but in my mind, it's like, I mean, since I'm like a local now, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, only 110? It's not excessive heat.
Just going to drink
like maybe 125, start calling that excessive heat.
Yeah.
I feel like 110 is not a big deal.
Anything over, like 115 starts to get hot.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you add humidity, you're gone, dude.
You're dead, yeah.
Yeah, you're dripping, dude. Your back is like stew, and you're just done. You got stew back.
It's a soup sandwich.
You got stew back and you're done.
Stew back. It's a good back to have.
Bro, what about, I mean, so like going to the university, obviously I see a bunch of different types of people.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, when you can look at someone and you can tell by what they're wearing, what they're doing, how they act, exactly where they came from and stuff.
Yep.
And I feel like a lot of vets are very, hey, I'm a vet.
Yeah.
I mean, they're extremely, hey, I'm a vet, bro.
I had a similar conversation at work today. One of my coworkers is like, he's like, so he walked in and I was listening to Freakonomics podcast, something they call the Cobra Effect. Couldn't really listen to it because I was trying to work, but it was on my screen. He's like, "Oh, what are you listening to?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a Freakonomics podcast." And then he's like, "Hey, can you put on Chevelle?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, man, but that's bro rock. That's like you're a private in the army. That band Chevelle." I'm like, "I'm not. That's not my thing. I'm not listening to that." I'm like, "That's for people that are not hardcore enough to listen to like heavy metal.
Oh, really?
But maybe like too country to listen to rap." But then they don't like country. I'm like, yeah, Chevelle, I can't do that.
I'm gonna have to study up on that because I don't know what that is.
It's a rock band that's been around for a while, but I'm like, that's very, very.
It's watered down or something.
Yeah, kind of. It's like, think of like Creed or something.
Oh no!
It's like, oh, okay.
Oh, wait, who's that? Is that what is that? Look at this graph. What is that? Nickelback.
Nickelback.
Dude,
yeah.
Oh my god.
It's like, all right, I get it. You're from like North Carolina, but move on. Take your.
But like, I mean, like. You'll be walking around the university, and obviously, people get out of the military, they want to use the GI Bill, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're there. But it's like, I mean, dude, when I'm there, like, no one guesses that I was.
No. We don't look it.
And I don't act like it, dude. I'm not a robot, man. I'm not, like,
That's
trying
true.
to act, like, hard and, like, this is back to the hard thing. But, I mean, I'm
true.
just chilling, bro. I say bro, I'm just chilling. And these dudes are trying to act like all military discipline, and they've got the hat with the Velcro on the top, with the American flag in it or something, and the backpack that's like meant for a 3-day expedition in the Afghani mountains.
And they still have
that they got issued to, and it's like, but it's like brand new, and it's got all the Molly, and it's just like, and the shirt is like grunt style or something, or it's got like,
it's high,
it's something tacky. It's got like claw marks in it or something, and it's got like an American flag or like a gun on it, and it's just like, and you have to wear jeans. They're wearing jeans, of course. Yeah. I mean, it's just like
it's jeans and like some sort of like athletic shoe.
I was at the shooting range like a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Mm-hmm. I go like every 6 months to shoot.
Okay.
And there was a guy there that like, I mean, had all the markings of I was in the military. Mm-hmm. So he just had all the stuff. And obviously, you know, I asked him, so, you know,
yeah,
you did military time, whatever. I could pinpoint what he did.
Okay.
But he's just looking at me like, who's this kid that has no, like, I mean, like, because I don't look like I'm.
Yeah, you just look like a college kid or something.
I just look like a college kid. Just a regular kid.
You look like you're like
and they're shooting with him.
Yeah.
You know, and he's like, but he said, I like to have that look.
Right.
And I'm just like, what in your mind makes you want to have that look? What makes you want everyone to identify you as a military dude or a veteran?
But why? Yeah, exactly.
Like, dude, and again, thanks for the service.
But
I mean, do you want people to tell you that? Because I mean that. Thank you for your service. Right. But at the same time, it's like, do you want everyone to tell you that? Is that what you're, or why do you want people to know? That's what I'd be curious of.
Another thing with that is I wonder, because we're kind of talking about their appearance, how they dress, all that. I wonder pre-military. I get it. These probably 16, 17
You should see some
old.
pictures of like some guys I know pre-military. You should see the pictures of me pre-military, bro.
But you were cool though. You were still cool. That's the thing. It's not like you needed.
Well, I guess
you didn't need the Navy to identify yourself.
Yeah, I've always been me.
Right, and even when you were in and deployed and all that stuff, you were still you.
When I was done working and I went out into the city. When I went out to the city, people would still not know I was a military guy because I'm just a goofy dude. I'm just a chill dude.
Yeah, you were a dolphin waxer, like you used to say back in the day.
I'd walk around. Where's the bubblegum one?
Let me see if it's on here. It's probably. Oh, there you
I
go.
like to.
This one.
I'd walk around and just do this.
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
Well, I mean, without the kick-ass part, but I just like, you know, I'm just walking around going, hey man, who wants to chew some bubble gum, bro? Like I was just, if that's a thing.
It is a thing.
But so let's when you're lifting, just complete 180 here.
Are we talking about guns?
I like big guns, and I cannot lie.
Oh my god! Did that game come out after that song?
Yeah. So that game.
Oh my god!
Because I had Duke Nukem,
bro.
And when I was like 10 or 11, probably.
One of my buddies, I watched him play Duke Nukem when I was a little kid.
That game was great.
That Duke Nukem.
Because I think your dad.
I'm gonna cut off your head and shit down your neck.
Die, you son of a bitch.
I mean, and the record. I mean, it's like such like bad quality.
Yeah.
But it makes it so authentic and like vintage. Vintage. God, why did I say that?
You guys suck.
I mean, that's pretty much how I describe everyone listening to this.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. So wait, music in the gym. What do you listen to?
So it depends on my mood, what I'm lifting, what I'm doing, how long I'm in there. So if I'm doing like an intense, because everything goes back.
If you're doing like a 2x50 or a 50x10.
Well, first I take meth. I snort.
You gotta do
I inject that. Just shoot that right in there.
Was that your ball sack or were you tapping your arm?
The world may never know. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Was that you flicking your scrotes?
So anyway, if we're doing, is it like high reps you're saying?
No, just when you're in the gym, average day, what do you listen to?
Okay, music wise, something like I'll probably go with like maybe an Obi Trice because it's sort of gangsters but sort of not. If we're talking like metal or deathcore or whatever,
if you're going heavy or something.
If I'm doing that, there's this band I used to like called Suicide Silence. The singer died in like 2013, 2014, and when he died, they did a tribute show to him, and so they brought on all these other singers and stuff, and it's pretty cool. So it was live, but they recorded it really well.
So it sounds good live.
Yeah. So when I'm lifting, I'll just play it real quick. So when I'm lifting, I'll put on like I'll just randomly pick one of the songs from that live album,
and it gets you hyped up.
Yeah, so,
I mean, I guess when like, so I mean, I don't know if it's not. I don't know how popular my choice is, but I like to listen to R&B when I'm lifting.
Right.
And so I mean, I feel because I don't feel like it's amp up music, but I really like. I don't know why I like listening to R&B, and I like the artists I listen to. Tory Lanez, Bryson Tiller, Party Next Door, mainly. But I mean, I do enjoy a DMX in there. I do enjoy some gangster shit in there. Like sometimes, I mean, music can get you one more rep. If you're listening to the right thing and it puts you in the right state of mind, you can get one more lift out of it because that music's amping you up. So if you have those situations, I'll listen to some amp up stuff. But I really love listening to some chill R&B stuff when I'm in the gym.
I'm with that though. I've done that also.
Okay.
And even like
I just don't feel like that's. I mean, I'm not trying to be a hipster either. I'm just saying I don't think that's a popular opinion because when I'm walking around and if I ever hear someone's
like
stuff over out of their headphones, like when I'm when someone has their headphones too loud in the gym and everyone hears it. If you like take out your like you can hear or you hear like the you can hear like. And I feel like everyone's playing like some really up-tempo EDM or some...
They really are. A lot of them
and
are.
I'm out here just going, freaking you.
Nothing wrong with that, though.
And I'm just loving it, dude.
It's sad because you feel that. You can relate to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's in your bones.
I don't know why. I mean, I just feel like it's... I feel like if I was in... a gym and I got to pick the music and I put on what I listen to, everyone would be like, stop what they're doing and be like, dude, is this for real? Like, what is this? You know what I mean? But I mean,
sometimes I like to like look at people and be like, what is that guy listening to right now? Sometimes I'm curious to what people.
Sometimes I am too, and you know what? I bet a lot of the time I mean, 50-50 here. Okay. You either. I'd say about 50% of the time you can guess what someone's listening to. Yep. And the other 50%, it's like 180 from what you thought it was.
Yeah. So you're either really good or way off.
Yeah. Because I don't think, and I think I'm one of those guys that people would think, oh, he's probably listening to this. And I don't think they'd be guessing that I'm listening to some Bryson Tiller Party Next Door, some like slow R&B shit.
I wonder what they think you would listen to, though.
That's a good question.
Because, I mean, just follow your heart, if you want to tell us.
I love following your heart. Well, mine.
Your heart.
But I mean...
somebody's heart.
Yeah, I feel like that's not a...
What's that?
That's not that popular of a music to listen to. But so...
Continue.
Yay to R&B in the gym.
Yes. And
nay to fuzzy slippers.
Yeah. Nay.
And by fuzzy slippers, I'm talking... Okay, what's the... So
you're talking like
what's that Gucci slipper?
It's the Gucci Princetown leather slipper.
It's a $1,000 leather slipper, and it's like a house shoe. You slip into it, and it's got fur.
So there's no backing,
and it's all fur interior.
Yeah,
and I see people walking around in that style of thing with no socks.
Yeah. So listen, ladies, good luck doing your lunges. Good luck on that booty pump. Because they're gonna
not in the gym, dude. Anywhere.
Well, no, but we're gym though.
And it's 110 degrees in Phoenix. Your bare feet in some furry slippers with no socks, is a recipe for
disaster.
Toe jamming, salt and vinegar chip monster claws.
It's exactly what you described it as. That's.
And I feel like their feet smell so bad, and I can't. I've seen the girls walking around in those what is that?
Oh, I was gonna play something, but I had something else playing in the background too.
What is that? Is that that's Obi Trice?
Yeah, there's a song of it, like the beginning of the song.
Well, you can only play like 5 seconds of something, so you have to go to the certain part.
The beginning part of this song, is cool to listen to for lifting. Ready?
Hey. I like that.
Yeah, that's what I like to listen to.
I like that. Yep. I could definitely listen to that. What's that album, Bottoms Up?
Yeah, I mean, you got to have the gunshot in there.
Dude, that's the best part. Right when you have the gunshot, you just... and all your veins just... Yeah. I love that.
Super Saiyan style.
I like to be a Venus. I like to be a Venus monster. You're very vascular.
What's your diet, bro?
Don't even ask that.
Yeah, that's what it always is. What do you eat?
You know, you get...
Are you drinking straight vinegar? Oh my God.
Are you drinking foot juice from these ladies that are wearing fluffy slips with no socks? Dude, those slippers are disgusting. And I saw a girl wearing pink ones. And I'm talking like 1.5 inch long fur. You know, and I don't know about fur, but, you know, it's like a synthetic fur.
Like a mohair.
Fake fur.
It might be mohair.
And I've seen people, and I've seen some students at the university walking around in these barefoot, and it's disgusting to me.
Yeah, it is gross.
Like there's a time and a place for bare feet or wearing a shoe without socks. Now, personally, I've never found that time or place unless it's a dive booty and I'm going in the water. Then maybe I won't wear some socks. But you know, there's dive socks.
Yeah.
So to keep your feet warm.
Mm-hmm. Which is cool.
So I mean, even people that are getting slippy wet are wearing socks.
How well do those dive booties work? Do they keep your feet pretty warm, or is it like?
Yeah.
It's like.
I mean, the last thing you think about is the temperature of your feet.
Yeah, 100 watt. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, probably first on your list is, do I look cool? Second is, where's Megalodon? And then
Third, do I still look
down
cool?
Somewhere at like 62th is where are my feet warm.
62.
You know, which is exactly how many teeth Megalodon has. No,
62.
Dude, I mean, like, I'm just saying. Okay, but wait, hold on.
Okay, what do you got?
So there's people walking around with fuzzy slippers on their feet, and they're criminals, but someone likes their feet. I'm saying, I think I don't know if it does or not, but I think that their feet probably smell very bad.
I think they do.
And there's someone out there that likes that their feet smell bad. Because there's foot people.
Right.
There's people that are into feet.
Yes. There are.
So I'm curious to know to what bounds they like feet. Because you know there's someone out there, some nasty motherfucker that likes stinky feet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of people that like some really disgusting shit.
Oh, hell yeah. Tons.
So I want to know. Okay. I want one of those people. I want to know of someone who's into feet. I want them to contact me somehow.
Okay. Because
I've got questions for them. I want to know how far this goes.
This fetish.
If someone's got toe jammy, salt and vinegar chip monster claw feet, I want to know if that's all right with them, or if they like, a pristine, or if I'm into feet, but I only like well pedicured feet, and no odor, and they have to be, I mean, I'm not into feet, so I want to know what these people, what I have questions for them.
A barrage of questions. What color are the toenails? What color do they have to be?
Like where does the foot line? Where do you draw it? At what point are you like, I'm into feet, but because you're into another human being, right? Mm-hmm, and then at some point, there's a human that's like, yeah, I'm not into that person. So right. I want to know what that is with feet people.
And like, how far does it go up the foot? Does it go to the getaway sticks?
Does how far does it go?
Like mid calf or something? That's what I wonder too.
Does it go up to knee?
That's pretty
Have you seen people that their knees look like they're like they're trapped? They've trapped little baby souls in their knees.
Really?
Have you seen that?
I've not seen that.
Look up baby souls trapped in knees.
Arnold's
here. Hey, what's up, Arnold? Yeah, what's up, Arnold? Yeah, sit on the couch, dude. We'll deal with you later.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Let's see, knees.
Why does he sound drunk?
No, he probably was.
Say baby souls trapped in knees.
Okay. Baby SOULS.
Yeah, trapped in knees.
Trapped in
knees.
Kneesies. What in the hell?
Now that you see this, you're not going to be able to
look at a knee ever the same.
Yeah, because you'll look at a knee and you'll be like, dude, there's a small child's soul trapped in her knees. And it could be his knees.
The bee's knees.
Or kidneys.
Look at that one has an animation on it.
Dude, you see what I'm saying, though?
They're demons.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, where does... I mean, seriously.
It's a lot of knee going on.
We're looking... I mean, Google image, baby souls trapped in knees. I mean, you'll see what I'm saying. But yeah, how far up the leg do these foot fetish people go?
There's a lot going on. Look at that. That's like
if you're in defeat, contact me. Hit me up. I'm not gonna put you on blast, but I've got some questions regarding the lower phalanges of the body.
It's true.
The tarsals, metatarsals, and phalanges of the humerus corpus.
Why am I still scrolling on these?
I don't know, man.
Why?
I mean, at this
Are you
point,
going to help me now or not?
yeah, I was gonna say that too. But
what do you got?
yeah, but that's what I don't like this the slipper thing, and we need one of our viewers has to be in defeat.
There's got to be. There's always one.
Just send us a DM or something, because we got questions for you, and it's not in a negative way.
No,
Just to enlighten.
Curious.
We need to just open that sesame, bro. We need to just delve into all the details and get all the info.
Mm-hmm. That's what we do on the Open Sesame Podcast.
What is that thing where it's like you say the title of something in the story? What's that? You know what I mean?
I get what you're hitting.
Yeah,
It's
I like in a book's title. It's like somewhere in the book where it says it.
Mm-hmm. It's called marketing. No, I'm kidding.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
In the Instagram day and age, it's all marketing, essentially. What do you got there?
Where? Over there. I mean, I'm just staring over here. So on Twitter the other day, I saw a. Were we saying something about Twitter earlier? No, I was talking to my mom about something. Mm-hmm. I saw an advertisement for NBA 2K or something. I don't know exactly what the game's. It's a video game.
Okay.
It's an NBA game. It's like Madden for basketball. And so I don't know if this is legit. But what I think is going on here is, Nike, Adidas, all these big brand companies, they'll put stuff that hasn't come out yet in the game as like a test.
Really?
To advertise for themselves in a game.
That's pretty cool.
So I saw a thing though that was from the NBA 2K Twitter that was what did it say? Which ones you copping? And it was two pictures of a digital inside of a game, two of the AI making a they're shooting hoops, and it was like a zoom in of their feet, and it was digital shoes on their feet.
That's
but it's level. But it's I think these shoes are actually coming out.
Okay.
And so you can look at them in the game on a
human, quote unquote.
Yeah. And then you can be like, oh, dude, these shoes are sick. I'm gonna get them when they drop. What kind of advertising is that? Advertising through a video game.
That's a new level. It's cool.
Dude, it's pretty, yeah.
Yeah.
It's because, you're playing, all your favorite athletes, and you have your team, and you're playing this video game, and then, you see these super cool shoes they're wearing, and it's like, hey, well, these are coming out in 3 months. Which ones you getting, dude? Which ones you copping? I don't like the word cop.
I don't either. We'll take the Open Sesame Podcast edition shoes.
I actually had a song called Cop That in high school.
Really?
Because I thought that was cool to say.
Back in 2000.
But that was 2009, bro. Yeah, so if you're still saying it now, it's kind of
you need to retire the phrase, please.
Which ones are you purchasing?
Retire the phrase, please.
It's just,
Yeah.
But I mean, that's kind of crazy. They're advertising shoes through a video game. Which ones of these are you buying? And it's who's a famous basketball player, wearing them, going in for a layup, and it's zoomed in on his foot, and it's an in-game photo. It's not a real photo.
It's that dang Blake Griffin. That's who it is.
One of those guys.
It's that dang Blake Griffin.
Why when I think of Blake Griffin, I think of some sort of cartoon character.
Well, he's so big, he might as well be. I actually saw him. I was partying.
I'm thinking of Family Guy.
You're thinking
because I heard Griffin.
Peter.
Peter. Yeah. Yeah, my name is Peter.
You're so good at that.
I wish I was. Sometimes it takes me 30 seconds to speak in it, and I start really getting it.
Then you really,
you have to warm it up. You do. It's one of those things you have to because you have to tamper. It's you have to tamper with each level of. There's levels to
this ish, as they say.
How much how low do you have to go? How much of this sound of that sound you have to put into this to mimic this voice? You have to kind of tune that shit.
You do.
It's like your instrument.
Your mouth instrument. What it is.
What an instrument. Hey, did you just point a butt twampet? It's no, I didn't fart, little Jimmy, you little fucking idiot.
I like the twampet.
Did you just point a butt twampet?
I don't even know what that's from. But
it's from my childhood. I heard a kid say that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude. was just like, okay. And I was his age, and I was just like, hey, man, we're not friends anymore.
You can't be with
I'm going to go play with these Digimons right quick.
Back then, yeah, that was the thing to do. Digimons. Was that when you were in Japan?
Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions, Digimon.
You still remember?
Pokemon was doper, though. Mm-hmm. And we used to trade cards. We lived in the Navy Lodge.
I remember.
Like when we first got there. And so it's like, a hotel on base. Mm-hmm. And so all the kids would just meet up at the playground or something.
That's dope.
And just like chill. And like we'd all be trading Pokemon cards. Like, we had our own little cliques and our own little gangs, and we'd like, some of us would like forge Pokemon cards and trade them for better ones.
What was your favorite card back then? Or can you even remember?
I really loved Mewtwo and Mew, dude. The alien Pokemon, 150 and number 151. Yeah, I know my shit. I think Charizard was pretty dope. Blastoise was dope. Venusaur, I feel like people really just hate on him a little too much. Mm-hmm. He's a pretty dope Pokemon. Mm-hmm. But those are the three main starters. Okay. But I mean, you've got some cool ones. You've got Magneton, Magnemite. Those are really dope. Steel type, electric type. So they're is it Magneton or Magnemite? Look up Magneton.
All right, I'm gonna get away from the baby souls.
Yeah, get out of there because I don't want to see any more trapped baby souls and knees.
Magneton Pokemon.
Yeah. Is it him? Yeah, Magneton. So he's a steel type and electric type.
What?
So obviously physical attacks aren't gonna hurt him because he's steel.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna come at him with any water or grass or fire type because he doesn't give a shit about that.
No, that's
so cool. He's a good defensive and offensive Pokemon.
That's pretty cool.
I know my Pokemon, dude.
Yeah, you do.
I seriously do. I remember all that shit, bro.
Man.
Voltorb, dumb.
Dumb?
Yeah, Voltorb was dumb. What were my other mains? Dude, Alakazam, dude. That's my favorite Pokemon. Alakazam and Gengar.
Man, look at me trying to type. Alakazam.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I'll do it this way.
You don't have to spell things correctly on Google,
I know.
Just so you know.
There you go.
That guy. Psychic powers.
Wow.
And then, so I had him in my lineup always.
Was it like
I had Magneton in my lineup.
It's like a yellow fox or something? What is he?
Dude, he's a psychic Pokemon, bro. That's all.
Like
he starts like that, is Abra, and then he evolves into Kadabra, and then he evolves into Alakazam. How cool is that shit?
That's pretty cool.
He shoots like a purple beam, bro. He can bend spoons. He's psychic, dude. And Gengar. Look up Gengar.
Gengar?
Yeah.
I'm going with Gengar.
Gengar was another one of my favorites.
Gengar. Purple thing?
Yeah.
Cool.
So he starts as Ghastly, evolves into Hunter, Huntar.
I
don't know which one it is. And then evolves into Gengar. And so like he can like put you to sleep and then put a nightmare on you. And I mean, I used to battle my sister, man. So I had to know all this stuff because she's over here picking the cute ones. And I'm trying to form my lineup to just be,
You got to destroy. Decimate.
She's like, I want Ponyta. And I want all the ponies. So give me all the ponies. And I'm over here with a Machop, just killing all of her horse Pokemon.
Got to.
She was actually a pretty tough opponent.
Really?
Yeah, because she was, I feel like sometimes the cuter ones were just more strong. But I didn't want the cute ones, dude. But when I was really young, I didn't know that much of the strategies.
Okay.
But, as I got older and wiser. And I played the games, obviously, on the Game Boy Color. And the Game Boy. The old ones.
The GBC.
Yeah, Pokemon Red version, bro. I'd be going around just walking through that grass, waiting for the biddly boodly biddly 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 bing bong bong dabba dunk dunk dunk. If you know what I just did, I got
Follow
you.
your heart.
I love you.
Somebody out there.
You don't recognize that sound.
No, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
It's one of the best. It can either be the best or the worst sound you possibly will ever hear. Because all your Pokemon could be injured. And you could be trying to get out of this, go to the Poke Center to get them healed up. Next thing you know, you're running into like some freaking Spearow that's using Mirror.
What's that dang Spearow?
Or Fearow, I think it was. You use Mirror, and it just reflects your Pokemon stuff right back or something, and your Pokemon dies, and you're like, but I was going to go to the gym. And
There's no way to,
No shit's crazy out there, man.
It is. Pokemon world, man.
That's a whole, dude, I love me some Pokemon, bro.
Shimpokes?
I really do.
Shimpokemon.
That's some good stuff.
Some Pokey? What was I going to put on here? Let's see.
On where? Do you have that? I felt
like...
Which one is that from?
This is from...
Terminator 2. What is Why You Cry?
Let's see.
Why do you cry?
His voice, dude. Does anyone have a voice like that? Like naturally?
No, they do not.
Where's the like the most famous line? It's like the
I'll be back.
No, well, yeah, that is probably the most famous one.
But
when he's describing the type of organism, hyposynthetic organism or something. Liquid metal.
Is it this thing? Probably not.
The CPU from the first Terminator.
What about no?
That's not it.
Mimetic polyalloy.
Polyalloy?
Mimetic polyalloy. I'm also mimetic.
He's probably talking about that kind of stuff. What is that? August? Why is it? Why did they put the dates in there?
August 4th. August 29th.
What is avoid authorities?
Let's see.
You have to get out of the city immediately and avoid the authorities.
Oh, I just do that. That's every day.
Yeah.
That's a normal way of life.
You gotta
for most
escape
of us.
that.
You do.
Dude, freaking the way of life, man.
It is.
The way of life is some deep shit, man.
You know how I feel in life? I feel like
I'm a Terminator.
that's how I feel, man. I'm a Terminator.
Yeah?
Yeah, when it comes to like scorpions.
When I see a female cockroach in my house, I'd say this.
I'm a Terminator.
It's true,
I'm a
man.
Terminator. Hope you got that.
I'm going to say this. I don't even know what this is, but I'm going to say it.
Model 101.
That's right. And
Yeah,
also...
Cyberdyne Systems Model 101.
That's me, actually.
That's what I'm saying.
That's me. I'm from Cyberdyne Systems.
Then,
Bro, postulate this, bro. Postulate that your body is smarter than you are.
Okay.
Because your body is doing all these autonomous things behind the scenes. Not behind the scenes. Fuck that expression.
Well, let's go with behind the scenes.
No, dude, it's because it's not behind the scenes. You just aren't paying attention to it, or you don't know what it's doing. Your body's multiplying cells, fixing everything you're doing wrong,
Under the surface.
breathing, blinking, everything. Your body's doing all this stuff, and you have no idea what's going on. Right. You're busy thinking of what kind of bagel you're gonna have.
Bagel. Yeah, can I have a bagel?
What kind do you want?
Just a bagel.
2 kinds
And
of
get
schmear.
this guy's out of here.
Hey, where's the locks?
Let me clamp him, boys. No, but think about that, dude.
Yeah.
Because what are your cells even doing all this for? Do they just do it? Because they're not all one thing. They're all separate things doing stuff with things inside of them, like the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. I mean, dude, there's so much going on in your body, and you are your consciousness, right?
Right.
Wherever your thought comes from, that's who you think you are, right? I mean,
correct.
But you're not doing anything. You're just thinking. Your body's doing everything. Like, yeah, you have, motor skills and things like that. But, dude, you're not doing anything. Your body's doing so much.
What is your body like on DMT?
That's a good question.
Whoa, what is it like?
I actually would want to try that.
Joe Rogan knows. He does know.
But I just think it's so crazy. Because it's all these little things that are doing their own thing, but somehow all of them are working together to make this thing, this big thing.
Correct.
And it's just weird, dude.
There's a lot. It's over our head. It's plural. Head's plural. There's 2 of us.
It's probably something engineered by Cyberdyne Systems.
You know what it
Wait,
says?
was it...
Yeah, Cyberdyne.
Listen to me very carefully.
No, wait, where's the... Skynet and Cyberdyne turn into Skynet? How does that work? Where's the lore of... What's the lore of Terminator?
Skynet. Cyberdyne. Wait a second.
Or is it the same thing? Skynet, Cyberdyne Systems. It's the same thing.
I didn't know that. Now we know. Yeah.
Maybe Skynet... Maybe
the,
Skynet is like that software or something.
I think it's like the company or something like that.
Well, Cyberdyne Systems is the company, and then Skynet is that product of all the robots and AI.
Skynet is a fictional, artificial, neural, network-based conscious group mind and artificial general intelligence system. That features centrally in
that's
Terminator.
ants.
Pretty much.
That's what an ant is. It's a Skynet. Wow. Because they're all working for one goal, and they don't break the rules, dude. All the ants are doing, it's for the,
exactly what they're supposed to be doing.
It's like one organism is multiple, too.
They're
all doing it for the queen. And her security and her safety and this and that, and reproducing and building the tunnels and getting food, and they don't question shit.
That's pretty much like myself with Betty.
That's
It's pretty. I do it for the queen.
Bro, that's crazy, dude.
It is.
Skynet, dude.
Very well organized, those ants. Extremely well organized.
No ifs, ands, or buts. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Same with those bees.
What is that?
Is
Is
people
that
out there.
out there?
I hear people, yeah.
Dude, it sounds loud, dude.
People doing people things.
That's pretty crazy.
Neighbors and such. What are they good for?
Have you ever seen the other day I saw this guy like with this really long red ponytail, like down to his.
I'm interested. All right, I'm in.
This guy really long red ponytail down to his lower back.
What?
Like long, right?
Okay.
Glasses. Were the lenses clean?
No,
they weren't. They were covered in head cheese, of course. He was doing a wheelie across the road. He was, dude, I shit you not. That makes me think of something else, but so
Carry on.
what's that coral? It's the coral meme.
Coral meme of red.
The other day, it's like coral. The other day, I swallowed 2 pieces of string, and this morning when I took a shit, they were tied together. I shit you not, Carl.
I get a little pun there. I get that.
You not. But okay, so this guy was doing a wheelie across the street on his bike.
Okay.
You know, what is it called? When you cross the road illegally, jaywalking. He was jaywalking, but you know, on a bike, doing a wheelie, and you know, like the I'm trying really hard mouth that people do.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's like they're like uncoordinated.
Yeah.
So it's just like
their tongues.
If you can imagine what this looks like, that's what it. It's like their tongues like flicking around the corners of their mouth, and like their lips are like doing the fucking wave, and like their mouth's like open, and they're trying so hard. And it was just like, you know, this guy in his head was like, I am Kid Rock, I am on the top of a mountain performing, and everyone's watching me and loves me.
On the real McCoy, yeah.
It's just.
When he's not actually
but little did he know, you know, there's another guy that was me driving by that's going, this fucking idiot, dude.
What are you doing with
I can't wait to make fun of this guy.
In 3 days on a podcast.
Dude, it's just like, bro, so many things are wrong with this. Yeah. But it was funny, dude.
It's funny to watch people like that. I like to watch people show off, except in the gym. That's one time I don't like it. It's like, I don't want to hear you clanging your weights and breathing overly loud.
Because I don't want to play no games. What's the that's all I know, I want you to know.
It's Michael Jackson. So
I love that shit, dude.
What was it?
Man in the Mirror.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Have you heard the you know the one? What about sunrise?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, dude! If you don't get emotional with that song, you might not be human. Do you?
I don't know.
Do you feel that shit?
I'm not a Michael Jackson
fan.
What
about rain? What about all the things you said were yours to gain? And then he just, and you're just like, oh my! And wind hits you in the you in the face, and you get
your hair
blown back, and you have to grab onto stuff next to you, and your hair's blowing back, and you go.
That does happen every single time.
I think, dude, that song actually is very moving.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called "Save the World" or something. What is it called? No, it's not called "Save the World." Don't look that up.
No, I'm not gonna look that one up.
It's the Earth song. If you want to listen to it.
Okay.
Not you, but whoever.
Whoever.
Yeah.
I remember
that's a good one, and the video's good too, and it'll make you sad, but it's also dope.
I remember when I was working for Waymo in the self-driving car, and I had to pick somebody up, and at the time you weren't allowed to talk to whoever you picked up. You're not allowed to talk to them because you're kind of acting like you're not there. You're like there for safety, but you're not really there. Yeah. So I picked this kid up at some college around here, and nerdy, definitely nerdy. Gets in, plugs his music in, and it's like all Michael Jackson for like the 25-minute ride home, and he was way too into it, and I was just I didn't know what to do. I felt awkward because I'm sitting there in the front seat watching the car, and he's like headbanging to Michael Jackson. I'm like, I don't
will headbang to Michael Jackson. Dude.
You will too,
dude. Dude. Michael Jackson music gets me going, bro. It really does.
How are we related?
When it's like, and it's like. Hey. Wait a minute. You know what I mean?
I know exactly.
You know that song too? The bass line comes in. Do I know what he's saying?
No. Nobody ever knows. We still don't know. He's been dead for 10 years and we still don't know.
And that reminds me of Rush Hour.
Oh, yeah.
When
not Jack, Chris Tucker.
Yeah, he's doing I love him too, man. He's good.
I don't know what he's up to nowadays.
He might be bankrupt, or he might be just sitting on his money laying low.
That's what I would be doing. If I had money, I'd be sitting on it, waiting for it to...
I mean, I feel like it's one of the two.
Yeah, it usually is. I'd lay low, though. I wouldn't be on Instagram.
I feel like people that like make it really big and then you never hear from them again. Either they're doing like really cool shit behind the scenes, or they're like something bad happened.
Mm-hmm. That is true. It is.
Like let's see, who could we think of that? Like Ashanti.
Yeah.
I think she's involved in a bunch of charities and like world changing shit.
Okay. That's cool.
But you don't hear about her.
No, you don't know what she's up to.
Also, Ginger Spice.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's like all about helping the world and stuff.
Really?
But you know, you never hear the Spice Girls anymore.
No.
Well, you hear the one,
Posh?
the girl on The Voice or X Factor or whatever.
Oh, Sporty Spice?
Yeah, Sporty Spice.
Yeah. Forgot about her.
But I mean, some people just go away, dude.
They do.
You have no idea what happened to them. And I feel like it's either because, you know, they're doing stuff that, you know, they're doing cool stuff behind the scenes, or they just let something bad happen. Like they lost all their money and they just like, I don't know.
They're either doing really cool stuff or the complete opposite of something cool.
Yeah.
Is what it is. You know who I was thinking of? I was curious about Little Richard. I was like, what is his life now? I guess he's just like a recluse.
Richard. I don't even know who that is.
Very, very...
I just know that name.
I'll show you what he looks like. You'll be like, oh, that guy.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's old. He's 86 years old, but he's like...
You just think sometimes like, what is this person doing?
Yeah, like, what's his life now? What does he do? But he's like a recluse, so he like just stays in his house. Doesn't leave. I think at some point, though, if you've been a celeb...
I mean, I'm kind of reclusey, though, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see the appeal and just,
yeah, minding
your own business, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like I go outside to go lift or go to school, and then I'm home, dude.
That's not a bad life. That's a good life. I don't like to
really go out and I don't know. I like my house. I love my cat.
I like
watching stuff on Twitch or
whatever streaming service.
Yeah, just being relaxed in my own little kingdom,
This is a nice little kingdom you have set up here. I mean, I dig it.
It's fucking.
I like the bike.
I like the kiddie ramp because they love that thing.
Mm-hmm.
See how it's fuzzy towards the bottom?
Yeah,
it's because they get on there and they just start going.
It's like 8 feet of ramp right there.
Dude, I built that thing.
Did you?
Yeah. I built that all myself.
Kind of a big deal.
When people exhale after they say stuff. Oh, dude. Yep. I just did all that myself. Okay. We need to try and figure out what that means when people do that.
It's self-importance of some sort, probably.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna get the Ford F-150.
Platinum. Clearly, I'm up here and you're
Kings Ranch. Driving all the way to burn it.
Yep, gotta get it. Yep.
What is that exhale? It's like it is like, hey, I'm busy,
or like overly confident.
I'm doing a lot of stuff. Yeah. It's almost like that. Hey. That little exhale means I'm doing a lot of stuff.
Too busy for you, sir. Too busy.
It's like, yeah, well, I got this and that. I got it. Yep, I'll take care of that. But that I'm gonna take care of that. Means he has 15 things to do before he does that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Have to do that after all the other really important things. That's what that exhale means to me.
Mm-hmm. We deciphered it in under 1 minute. That's how good we are. We're that good.
Yeah, I'm that good. Dude, I saw this video of these like, it's like a TikTok. You know what that is?
Yeah, the
little short things. Yeah,
singing,
the very cringy shit.
Singing thing that they do. Yeah.
I was watching these two girls are like, cute names for boys, and after they'd say a name, they'd exhale, and they'd go like, Richard, Brian, David. And it was like, they don't know they're doing it.
Oh, it's just subconscious type
yeah.
thing? That's
and
weird.
Dude, but because someone pointed it out, I was like listening for it, and I was like, oh my gosh. And it was just like, ugh.
Cringeworthy. Even if they're like
This
kids,
makes my loins feel nauseous.
Those loins again.
It gives me nauseous loins.
From the front to the back, all the loins.
My giblets stand on end. They go, ugh.
I can see them standing on end.
My giblets, yeah.
Yeah. All 92 giblets. Yeah. And they get...
With the fingers like that.
As I said, the phalanges and the... Wow.
Oh, the phalanges, yeah.
That's...
You forgot about the carpals, metacarpals, and
we did.
the phalanges. Yeah.
How could we do that?
I don't know.
Yeah, thumbs down.
But that is definitely a hot network question.
The most...
And for today's hot network question... Wait, where am I right now? Oh, how long? Oh, wow, that's from like a way long ago podcast. All these... Because I haven't closed these tabs since last week.
Oh, yeah, same. This
because I don't use this computer. Like, it's only for the podcast, pretty much, or until I go back to the university.
That's what I like. You got 3 computers there. That's you're living life properly.
I live life really proper.
It lives you very, very proper and flat. What else we got here? Yeah, so I always wondered what happened to him, but I guess he's just like a recluse, that little Richard. Never knew. I always wondered. But I mean,
I've got a pretty little Richard too.
His first hit was in like 1957, so it's kind of old.
That is old, dude.
Born in 1932. Grandma was born in like 1929. So
are you serious?
Yeah. So yeah, 86. That old Richard. Dang old little Richard, man. Tell you what, man.
Damn, dude, that's nutty.
That is nutty.
That's pretty fucking nutty.
That's pretty nutty. Yeah. All right, well.
Well, hey, you know what we need to any foot people out there, man, contact us.
Yeah.
DM me, DM us, and just be like, hey, I'm a foot guy, or a foot gal, just
whoever you are.
So I can ask you some stuff about that, and then we'll be able to inform everybody and let everybody know. Mm-hmm. Because I'm sure everyone's dying to know about,
especially us,
toe jamming, salt and vinegar chip monster claw people. And if that's appealing to foot people.
Probably is.
And that is your network question of the day. But yeah.
So that's all yeah.
Are we gooch?
We're gooch. Let's wrap it up.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Dunzo.